Hello. Good morning, everyone. So today we're looking at the euro dollar. Caught a little bit by surprise. I didn't realize that I'd be going live to right now. I got a little bit off my guard. I'm trying a new software. That's why I trade. Let's see. Okay, so anyways, good morning. Good morning. I'm ready now. I'm ready. Okay, so you can see that we have this euro. The euro is on board right now, and we're doing pretty good with it. So pushing into the target. If you remember, the last thing I did before we left was I moved my stop right here, and I was really thinking this was funny because I didn't check this until I came in this morning, but I saw this big move last night, and I'm like, oh man, I'm going to hit my trailing stop again. But fortunately for me, it just went a couple pips away. That's one of the big things with the trailing stops is that they can cause you to lose some profit sometimes, and that just happens, and that's okay as long as you're following your plan and you analyze it over long term and see, oh, does it make sense to move your target? Does it make sense to do those things or not? So right now it worked out for me. So we've got this trade on the pound dollar, and additionally we have the pound on as well as the euro. Okay, so let's get into it. All right. So anyhow, let's go ahead and just trying to get organized here. 20 trades. I'm going to pull up my spreadsheet here, and we're going to go ahead and take a look where we're at. This is a quick review. So where we're at on the series. So we've taken trade 10 and 11 are currently live. Okay. Today I'm going to pull out trade number 12. If we close the euro while on this trade on this session today, I'll update the spreadsheet. As soon as this video is over, I'll go ahead and update it as well, and you guys will be able to have access to this because you'll have to check the links later and see if you should use something like this as well for your spreadsheets, for your trading. I think it's important that everybody tracks their trading. It's really important that they do that. That's helpful to make sure that you're learning how to grow and become better at your trading. Okay, so right now I'm just going to analyze this. I'm super close here. This trade is actually only 6.4 pips away. And so I'm going to probably right now lock in some more profit here. For now, I'm going to just lock in this much, which is 2,500 locked. So I've got 63 pips locked in with my target currently 142. So at this point, I want to get as much as I possibly can out of this trade because I'm so close, right? So would it be worth it? Would it be worth it for me to let this thing reverse and miss it by 1 pip? Because if I did that, I would be giving up a lot of money. So right now I'm up about $5,400. So my target is 5,700. So if I waited for this, if it hit a reversal and I ended up getting stopped out, I would probably leave $2,500 on the table. And so at this point, it's worth it for me just to really watch it and make sure that I don't, that the market doesn't go against me and just get out, right? And protect the profit that I already have. So I'm still going to give it a little more time because I just feel like the momentum is going down right now. We've got a nice strong burst. This target is here. I think there's going to be a lot of activity in this area because you can see there was some activity here before. The MACD is just starting to turn down. So I think that potentially this trade could go even further, but I'm already at a 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So I'm okay with it right now if I just hit my target. At some point, at times I will allow the target to run a little further, or like when I get it in, I might lock in at 25 and say, hey, let's just try to get 75, and like I could pop this bad boy down here and say, oh, let's just try to get 9,000, right? Let's go to the 50. And I've done that before, and I might do that again. But right now, I'm just going to take it. So even though it could continue to run, you just never know. And if you look at yesterday's comments, it was kind of funny because as soon as you get funny stuff when you're online. I got one of the people that said, hey, hey, your trade is bad. It's the euro's a buy. And they said the pound is a buy. And I just respond and say, thanks, So obviously I was right, but here's the point. I really don't care if I'm right or wrong because, again, I analyze the market the best that I can. But once I get into the trade, I really feel like it doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong because there's nothing I can do to control it. The market is the market. And once you're in, it's a 50-50 shot. You're either going to win or lose. And that is the truth. And so for me to care about winning or losing, as far as like trying to control it, it doesn't matter. There's nothing that can happen. So once the trade is on, it's on. And I replay it. If I made a bad call and the 50 traders in the chat say, oh man, you should have gone long. That's a long. You should have bought that. Well, you know what? That it is what it is. I've already made my decision. I've done my analysis, and I'm not going to feel bad about the trade that I made. I'm just going to trade it the way I thought I was going to trade it originally. So So it's really getting close. And let's just go ahead while I'm doing that, look for some new trades. I've been monitoring this CAD yen. It's still looking pretty good here, in my opinion, as far as a bounce. We are bouncing off of this area, looking for another pop above. I've got a little trend line that I drew here. If you guys have been watching some of my other videos, I've been talking about trend lines. I've got a little one going here. If I get a break above this moving average, I'll be interested in that. Also looking at the Euro CAD right now, you can see there's a triangle here on the daily. It's just been hanging out. Very similar to the CAD yen, just it's a short instead of a long. If we get a break here, we got a nice break on the, we got a nice push below this moving average, but there's a shelf here. And if this shelf breaks, then I think that we could see some potential move down further on the Euro CAD. USD Swiss, we've got sideways 1, 2, 3. I've got a break point right here on the 15-minute. It's trying to break out. Actually, I didn't have my normal template here, so let's go ahead and put that on. You can see on the hourly, it broke above the moving averages. I have a little bit of resistance right here. This is the other reason that I thought that the, let's see what my stop loss would be. 70 pip stop. Where would I have to go with a take profit? That's always a concern. It's got to be, for me, a minimum of 3 to 1 in order. Oh, I drew that wrong. Let's see. It's got to be a minimum of a 3 to 1 for me to take the trade. So if I get in here and my stop loss is 70 pips, my target would have to be 70 times 3 would have to be up here, which is decent. Let's see what 70 times 3 is. 70 times 3 equals 210. So I'd have to go at least a minimum of 210, which would be right into this area. And so I could do that. I'd prefer to get a better entry, of course, but I didn't get that yesterday on the pound. I took the trade anyways because we're doing a live challenge, so you never know when this is going to happen. Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I might have actually hit my euro target, which I did. Okay, well, that's really great. I hit my euro dollar target. So I'm gonna keep looking for some trades, but while I'm doing that, this is actually looking really good. Let's see if I could yeah, I could actually take this. Maybe I'll just try a really tight one here. We'll just try like a 25 pip stop. So just to give it a go. So let's run our calculator so that we know what the pip cost is, right? Which is, we know that it's 20 trades. So pip cost for USD sheet, pip cost USD Swiss is 10.65. Okay, so let's bring my calculator up. If it's a 20 pips, let's go 25. 25 pips times 10.65 equals $266. That's my risk. So what can I do for stop loss? So we go to 25 times 20.65, or 20, it's actually 21, would be, let's just try 3 lots. So we go 10.65 times 3 equals $31.95 times 25 is $798 plus the commission and the spread. We'll go with that. So we're going to go with 3 lots. Okay? 3 lots. All right. So change it to 3. And we got the crossover. It's crossing over, and we're just going to go for it. Okay. Put that in, and if I lose, I lose. Right? If I lose, I lose. The good news is, so it's a 25 pip stop. That means I should be able to pull my target up to this area, 125 times 3 at a minimum of 3 to 1 is 75. Let's go back to the daily right there. I'm going to pull this up here to 61.8. And we're going to go with 185 pip target. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and play around with my spreadsheet because I love playing with my spreadsheet. So let's do that. Okay, so we got the euro dollar. So we nailed it in place. Okay, 5,700. So now we're going to update this column. And for those of you people that are smarter than me, you can actually manually update. But I don't know how to do that right now. I should probably figure it out. E13. Okay, so the total profit now is $11,173. Not bad, huh, guys? Not bad at all. Okay, so my expectancy, E26 divided by E11. So I'm going to make sure my average win and average loss is accurate. G4 divided by G4 is, where's G4? G4, which is my right here, all my wins, divided by 3. I need to divide that by 4. Okay. So my average win is 3.4, and my average loss hasn't changed. My win percentage is 3 divided by 9, but I actually have 10 trades, so it's actually 4 divided by 10. So it's actually bumped up to 40%, which isn't bad. So 40%, my risk to reward ratio is E28. E28 divided by E29. It's 3.37. Okay, that's pretty good. 3.37. And the better my risk to reward ratio is, the better for me. So my expectancy right now is $1,300 per trade is what I'm supposed to get here. Let me see what this calculation is right. E26 is here, which is my total profit, and then divided by A11. What's A11? Oh, that's actually wrong because it's 8, so it would actually be 10. So expect A13. Okay, so that's right on the money. My expectancy is $1,000. So trades to go in the challenge. I've completed 10 officially, but I've taken USD Chief. Target is 5,800. I've taken 12 trades, so there's 8 left in the challenge, but I officially have 2 on the board already. So I've officially closed 10. And there we have it. And let's see. Okay, yeah. So that's actually pretty good right now. It's pretty good. So let's go back to the chart. And let's look at this pound dollar. So we know that I'm winning 40%. This is a 3-to-1 at 3,260. And right now, we can see that I'm up 165 pips, and my target is 80 away. Okay, and so that's pretty good. I want to lock in a little bit of profit here. I'm not going to lock in too much. One thing I want to talk about with stop losses is if we take a look at where a lot of people would put their stop here, they'd put it right here. Okay, and I just want to say that this is not a great place to put your stop. Because why? Because there's resistance here, and there's resistance here, support and resistance. So more than likely, the price will come right into this area, and a lot of the smart traders will be looking to enter a position here. And so you would be getting out where a lot of the smart traders would be going short. Some other smart traders will be going long as well because of the breakout, but you're still, so it's good in that sense, because if other people are going long, it's a good time for you to get out if it's going to move. But it's bad in the fact is you know that the price is going to go here. So there's two ways you can do this. Since I know that I'm currently pretty close to my target, about 80 pips away, and I'm 160 pips, 170 pips in profit, I could either move this really close and try to ride down a burst, or I can give it as much room as possible. So I'm going to give this some room because that's just what I do. I try to get as big as possible. If I do win this at $252, the risk to reward here will be, it'll drop my risk to reward ratio, but my winning percentage will go up. So it doesn't really matter one way or the other. Yeah, my risk to reward ratio will drop a little bit, but my winning percentage will go up for sure. Okay, so this USD Swiss is currently moving up. We just broke this trend line on the hourly. We've got a nice rising trend here. Let's look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour is dropping on the MACD. We're getting a breakout. Just going to ride this out and see what happens. Not the best stop placement in the world. I prefer to be down here, but because it was, because I'm live, I just have to go with the best trades that I can, not the normal trades I would normally take. But currently I'm up on the USD Swiss, and I'm currently up on the pound. And so if we look at this spreadsheet one last time, I have a total of 8 trades to go. 8 trades to go. So let's just adjust this now. So we know that I'm risking. How much am I risking? We're risking 1,000, right? So if I'm risking 1,000, I can lose how many trades in a row and still break even? Well, my profit is 11, so I can lose 11.173. We'll just go 11.1 trades in a row and still be at break even. So what does that mean? What does that mean? It means that it's impossible for me to lose money on this challenge. So at the 12th trade, I have just guaranteed profitability. So I think a little congratulations is in order. Congratulations to me. So I'm pretty excited about that. The cool thing about locking it in is, yes, I can just trade the way I normally trade. I can be comfortable. So if I continue at this pace, let's see, if I continue at this pace, so expectancy is 11,000 or is 1,000, and there's 8 trades, so I'm averaging $1,000 per trade. So let's see this, 8, so it would be 8 times 117. Wait, 117.35 times 8 is equal, that's not right. 117.35 times 8 equals $8,938 plus the 11,000 I already made. 11,173. So if I continue at this same pace that I'm on, I'll make $20,000 at the end of the 20 trades, which would be 20 trades, right? It makes sense. If my expectancy is $1,000 and I'm taking 20 trades, expectancy means what I'm expecting to make based off the math per trade. That makes sense mathematically. I mean, it'd be a little off, but I'd be closer to 21,000, but still. So not bad way to do things, Hopefully you guys have really enjoyed this and have learned some things. So please take a minute, hit that like button, share it. Make sure you come back. Remember, this is not, this isn't for a trade call. I'm not doing this to call trades because to me that I don't care about that. I want to just teach you guys how to build a winning system and to make money over a series of 20 trades. And when this series is done, we might launch something different if I'm getting enough interest. If people are liking the stream, sharing the stream, giving comments, giving me some feedback about what's going on. If that happens, then I will I'll definitely continue the series. Okay, so with that being said, it's been a great session. Looking forward to this trade. Hopefully this USD Swiss will go right in place. I mean, we never know what's going to happen with a trade. We absolutely never know. And even if I lose all of my trades from now on, then I'm still going to make money. And ultimately, that's a position of power. When you're in trading, you want to be in a position like this, a position of power. Because now, even if I hit a terrible losing streak, I could actually lose 11 trades in a row and still be profitable. 11 trades in a row and still be profitable. 11.1 trades is what I can lose. And to me, that's a great thing. And so, can it happen? Of course. Of course I could lose 11 in a row. But I'm going to try to make the best entries I possibly can so that that doesn't happen. And over time, what you're going to find out is as you're consistent with this, it's just going to continue to get better and better. And the next thing you know, you're going to be at like 33 in a row, 45, 100, and I'll have to be at 150 trades in a row to get back to break even. And ultimately, that's where we want to go. And if you're always tracking that, you're always moving ahead, always moving ahead, always moving ahead. And that's where the advantage of hitting the big trades. Okay, well, that's it for everyone. Thank you guys so much. And have a great day. Please share this with others, and I really appreciate everyone. Really, really do. Thank you so much.